Hello, everyone. Well, there's not really everyone on there.
Well, there's still everyone.
Hello, everyone that decides to watch this.
Yeah. Welcome.
Welcome.
Season 4, Episode 2 of Talking Reps. We're very happy to have you. We are very excited to have you. There. Hopefully the sound, I'm going to turn it up really quick just to see. Excited to have you.
Yeah.
It's kind of echoey, but that's okay. Welcome. We're very excited. Season 4, Episode 2. We got some fun stuff to talk about.
From our last trip.
Yeah, so from our trip to Orlando. But first things first.
First things first.
This episode of Talking Reps is brought to you in part by Delicious Bars.
First Form.
Delicious bars from First Form, level 1 bar. This is triple, I don't never know which way to go. Triple chocolate, fantastic. And also,
Shaker bottle.
Shaker bottle. Berry lemonade, BCAAs.
From First Form.
From First Form. Brought to you in part by First Form.
And the used.
And the used.
Whoops.
Musics.
And the used sweatshirt.
Very excited for the used.
Yeah, I love the used.
It speaks to our soul.
Yep, right into my heart.
I'm not really going to eat that right now. That would be difficult to
idea.
eat, but I'm very hungry.
Crunchy sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do love the used.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
Very much. So it's Thursday, Talking Reps, first Thursday of the month, February.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Been a great month so far.
It's been busy. Been a busy first of the year for us.
Yes, it has been a busy first of the year for us.
It's good though.
We started off January with Bring a Friend Week, which was super fun.
Yes, it was awesome.
Our crew showed up in force and brought a lot of friends and got a lot of new friends at the gym.
Yeah, it was really cool. The energy was high and it was just, I don't know, super fun.
Yeah.
Super cool. We had a great time.
And then 2 weeks later, we left for Orlando to go hang out with our best hour of their day coaches and fellow affiliates.
And Bobby the Van.
And got to hang out with some awesome affiliate owners and coaches. It was great. We had a great time.
Yeah, we did.
Had some fun in the shittiest weather possible in Orlando. Yeah.
We had a lot of fun. It was a great time. But the weather was like the worst weather of the world. Like, I couldn't even believe it. It was so much nicer in Oregon than it was in Florida.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was terrible, but we still had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we did have fun.
Frolicked around Epcot and ate food all around the world.
And it was freezing and windy.
And it was freezing and windy and cold.
But we did eat food.
Yep, we did eat food outside.
We went to Harry Potter.
And then the next day we went to Universal and went to Harry Potter World.
And it rained the entire time.
Yeah. It was very cold and wet.
And there was a bunch of rides that were closed because it was raining.
Yeah. And it wasn't like, oh, poor Orlandoians.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're called.
I don't know.
Floridians don't know what rain's like, so we have to close. No, it was like
raining. And it was raining the whole time. Like, we have friends that used to live there, and they're like, no, when it says rain, like, it's a different kind of rain. Like, it will rain for like 10 to 15 minutes and then it's gone and the sun comes out and it's fantastic. No, it was not that. It was Oregon weather. It was rainy the entire time, the entire day, cloudy, gloomy, windy, like sideways rain.
Sideways rain.
On some of the days. It was crazy.
Muy terrible.
Yeah, but that's all right. We were hanging out with our friends, and so we had a really great time with them.
It was fun. We had a blast. It was fun.
I'm glad that we had them with us because it kind of just made, great to hang out with them.
Yeah, but it was fun being able to be there. I made a comment. I think it was at the end. We were getting on a ride. I think maybe it wasn't at the end. Anyways, we were getting on the Fast and the Furious ride.
Oh, that was definitely not at the end.
No, it was in the beginning. But we passed this family. It was this mom and dad, and they had 2 kids, son and daughter, and they were probably like 9 and 7, maybe like 10 and 8. And
Randy's really good at math with kids.
And I remember thinking, like, it would be so be terrible to like save up, and this is your trip of a lifetime to be able to come with your family out of state and go to Orlando, go to Universal, and then get there and just have shitty weather and just be in just piss poor moods. Because these kids were having fun. They were waiting in line. They were climbing on the handrail. Yeah. Not like in a bad way. They were just having fun. And the dad turned around and he goes, "Get your asses off." Because the mom and dad were just pissed that they were in that shitty weather. And I'm like, how? I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, they were probably still having a good time, but they were just done. And they probably saved up everything to go. And it was like the worst possible experience they could have had with weather-wise. And I'm like, that would be so terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, if we had to have kids, like have taken kids there, like that would have just been, I don't know.
So,
but anyways, we had a great time. Regardless, we made the best of it, but the weather was sucky.
Fast forward to Friday, we started getting into our seminar stuff. The whole reason why we were there. Started getting into coach development. Started getting into our hot seats and hanging out with our coaches, our mentors, and the other affiliate owners. You should turn that off.
It's fine. Right?
Okay. It's fine, everybody. Don't worry about the vibrating sound. And the whole reason why we went there, right? Coach development, business development, getting to ask our business coaches in person, IRL, in real life, the questions that I
was literally going to ask you, what does that even mean?
Ireland.
Dink life, the only life. Yes, Louis.
Dink life, the only life. 100. Louis from Cow Harbor, Long Island, keeping it 100.
All the time.
But got to ask those questions that, we get an opportunity to see them once a year in real life and ask the question that if we get an answer to, will help us progress for the next calendar year. So that's the goal behind the 3-day seminar. But one thing we brought back.
A couple things,
but one thing that we're going to talk about, well, you can talk about whatever you want, but one thing I thought we would talk about today was leadership. During our coach development coach development part of our seminar was leadership and the different types of leadership and the types of leadership we have.
Well, they call that like feedback, different kinds of feedback.
Yes, but it depends on the type of leader you are, how you give that feedback. Feedback's just the other part of what type of leader you are.
Type of feedback that you get. Anyways, whatever.
Josh doesn't understand what we're talking about.
I totally get it. I definitely get it.
So it was funny because we were going through this process and we had an exercise, and one of the exercises was what type of leader you are based on these 6 leadership types.
Which are?
Commanding. Commanding leader is clear authority in urgent situations. But the way I took it and the way our coach explained it after the fact was commanding is you do what I say this way right now, and it's not necessarily open up for discussion.
Yes.
The next is visionary. So the leader that focuses on long-term goals. Long-term goal, not really the head in the clouds leader, but more of like, hey, if we do this really well, we're going to get to here. Like our goal is to get to here. It'd be awesome to get to here. Let's get to there. That visionary type of leader. Affiliative, positive environment.
I never can say that right. Affiliate. I can't say that. I want to say affirmative, but it's not that.
No, affiliative, positive environment, big praise. So more like, what it says, creating a positive environment by
like
always
doing a great job and always just saying good things.
So great.
Yeah. Always saying great. Yeah.
You're the best.
That was amazing.
You
did such a good job.
Yeah.
That class was amazing.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't.
You killed it.
But yeah, you did so good. Keep doing that.
Pace setter leadership, quick results with high standards. So
it's just like, I'm going to go here. You got to stay up with me. You keep up.
Here's the bar.
Yeah. Like, this is what we're doing. This is what I'm doing.
Yep.
Stay with me.
We're raising the bar. You're either going to raise it with us or you're going to fall behind. And I don't have time for you falling behind.
Yep.
And then the coaching leader, individual growth through one-on-one sessions, feedback sessions, evaluation sessions, I like to think of that as the shit sandwich coach, the one that gives. They call it the compliment sandwich. I don't call it that. I call it the shit sandwich. That we're here, doing a great job, something to work on. Here's the goal to be continuing to do a great job. And then finally, the democratic coach encourages collaboration. And by the way, these are leaderships taken from a book called Radical Candor.
Yeah.
I haven't read it.
I haven't either, but they have a podcast too that I've heard was really good. Or a lot of people, our coaching staff or team said that is a really good podcast. I have it on my thing to listen to. So
is it the Radical Candor podcast?
Yeah, it is.
Or is it someone's podcast and they talk about
it's called Radical Candor podcast.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So
I saw it this morning when I was going to listen to a podcast, but I didn't. I listened to a book instead.
So one of the exercises was determine or outline the type of leader you think you are. And then based on that, what type of leadership style you are weakest at.
Yes.
So what did you outline as the type of leader you are personally?
Yeah.
And what was your weakness?
Well, I think that I do some of them all depending on yes, Randy. This is what I think. Randy doesn't get to choose. He asked me what my thought was. So I'm going to tell you what my thought is, that it depends on the situation and where I'm talking and going through that. But I do know and think that I am more commanding.
What did you say though at the exercise? You didn't say commanding.
No, I didn't. Because I was thinking in my thought of like when I wasn't thinking about staff and anything. It was me coaching in a class. And I think that I'm more affiliative when I coach class.
But that's not what the thing was.
It didn't have specifics around it. Like, no, this is when you're talking about. There was zero specifics around it.
It was
leadership
just asking style. Yeah. Not how good of a coach you are.
Well, I'm choosing that. That was a coaching development that we were in. It literally was coaching development. That's what we were doing. And so that's what I was thinking about. Okay, we're in a coaching development class. If I am in a class, I am more affiliative.
So she said that. And I was like, nope, you are not an affiliative leader. You are a commanding leader. This is what I want you to do. There's no question of what you need to think about. Just do it.
Especially if I'm talking to Randy.
I got to sit on something.
I
got to get a booster seat.
Randy has gotten us these chairs. I think we've talked about this before.
They're not podcast chairs.
They're literally like the shortest chairs of the world. That's going to be way too high. Oh my gosh. The shortest chairs of the world. Like, it's like you're low riding. And so when we sit in these chairs to do this podcast, we look this literally, we're down here. I'll show you. This is literally what we're supposed to look like. So we have to sit on our feet so we look normal. But anyways, his fall asleep. But anyways, let's go back to Radical Candor. Now we've literally tangent on something else.
Tangents.
But anyways, so Randy, I definitely am more commanding with Randy, and I would say
everybody else.
Nope, our staff. I would definitely do that way more. But it kind of depends on what's going on. Like sometimes in our coaching meetings, there's points when it's more democratic because we want their feedback. What do they think of this? Of what of, certain things, or when we do our summit, like it's more like that, going through some of those
More
things.
like what?
Democratic.
And democratic again.
Encourages collaboration, like asking them of what they think or some ideas that they have and stuff like that. So I really think that it depends on the outline. But if there's certain things, there's certain things. And yes.
Everything.
No.
Our coaches summit only happens once a year.
And we have coaches meetings every single month. And yes, we ask for feedback and ideas of what they think of this. Like this coaches meeting, we are definitely, it's going to be a collaboration of all of us together on our.
Don't give away what we're going to talk about.
I didn't. Anyways, it's definitely more like that. So it's going to be, yes, a democratic, more leadership feedback thing.
So what's your weakness, do you think?
Um,
There's someone on the roof. I hope they're not going to jump.
don't do it, guys.
I should go talk
Life
to them
is
about the
good.
garbage.
Not right at
Anyways.
this point in time. But anyways, I would say mine is hardest is what area? Like what are we talking about?
Everything. You as a leader.
Oh my gosh.
We're not talking about coaching specific. We're not talking about coaches' meetings. You as a leader.
Probably coaching.
Good job.
I definitely think that's where I'm the weakest.
I don't think you have any weaknesses.
No, he's already said this earlier that I do have multiple weaknesses and that this is the type of person I am. So I feel like that's
I think
a lie.
you're wonderful the way you are.
Oh, well, you're very sweet.
But you definitely suck at being a coaching leader.
Yes, it's not my best.
What did I say? So I said...
No, you just went to me. You definitely was just very... When we went through this exercise, you only wanted to talk about me and
how because yours was such a blatant lie.
I was not
You were lying
lie.
to yourself, and then you lied to everybody in our group.
We didn't even talk about this in our group.
Yeah, we did. That was the whole point of the breakout session.
No, we were talking about the lady that was having a problem.
Yes, you're right. We did talk about that, but before we did, anyways.
It doesn't really matter.
So,
Randy's.
I feel that I am a, I wish I would have remembered my notebook.
Well, you can do it right
I
now.
know,
What
but
do you feel like right now? We're literally doing the exercise.
The type
These are
of
the things.
leader
What is the
I
one that you are
am
best at?
is I feel like I am a...
Silence.
Oh, man. I feel like I'm a pace-setting coach. I'm a pace-setting leader. Quick results with high standards. I feel like my role as a leader of this community is to set the standard and then to encourage everybody to follow along. Like, this is where we're at. This is how we're going to get there. We're
Keep
not
up.
taking any shortcuts. Keep up. Let's keep going. I feel like, would you agree? Or is that not, or am I commanding?
No, you're not commanding.
I don't think I am either.
Mm-mm. I think you're coaching.
Yeah.
I think that is like your really good one.
Encourage or individual growth through one-on-ones.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes. I think you're really, really, really good at that.
I think my weakness is probably the same thing, pace setting, because even
That can't be your best and the worst. That can't
No,
be.
I didn't say it was my best. I said I feel like what I am. I set the standard and I hope everybody can keep up and follow along. But I sometimes don't meet my own standard. Yeah.
World, you just listen to him say that right now.
There was a class, I think it was December. I went over by 10 minutes.
He likes to talk. Randy likes to talk. He likes to talk.
It's easy.
Lots.
I can bullshit about anything. I'm good at bullshitting.
Yeah, you are.
But I feel like that's the coach I am or the leader I am, but I also feel like that's my weakness because sometimes I lose sight of my own standards, not my standards. I don't set the standard. We set the standards, but I feel like sometimes I lose sight of that even when I'm setting the example.
I see that.
And I need to be better at that.
Yeah, we both can be.
Mm-hmm. But I 100% agree with you that it depends on the situation.
Yeah, totally. But I think that we also balance each other to the things that are weaknesses and our strengths. And so I know for sure.
And joke. We love that.
Yes, we like to do that. Especially Randy. That we balance our strengths and weaknesses through this type of feedback and leadership is the things that I know that I'm not good at and that I would not be good to talk to our staff or that person about a certain situation, because of the way that I will come across is going to be commanding. And that's not going to, maybe for the situation, that's not going to be the best way to come across. So I always tell Randy, this is your job. Your job is to do this. So I think that we balance each other really well.
I'm the executioner.
Yeah, you're definitely that, especially through certain situations. And you can be able to talk through it without getting upset or crying. Because normally I will start crying if it's something that's uncomfortable. I don't like uncomfortable conversations. It's very hard for me to do that. So that's why Randy gets to do it. But it was something that was a really good practice that we went through, and realizing that, and how things that we can work on as we are coming back and being with our staff and our members. How
do you work on having difficult conversations?
I actually have to do them, but I don't want to. So there's maybe other different things that I can work on. Because I don't like having those conversations, because I just start crying, and then it's not a good situation for anybody, and then the whole point of the whole conversation is missed because I'm bawling. So
you're an angry crier.
I am. It makes me almost a little upset right now to think about it. So we can just move on.
Okay, how about this? I got a question for you. Are you ready?
Maybe. We'll see.
What type of leader do you like?
To be to myself?
No. What type of leader in the past have you liked having, like that you've worked under, and what type did you not like having? For me, is to like, this is what you need to do. Like, almost like a checklist. Like, leadership of like, okay, these are the things, maybe. So that's pace setting, maybe, like the checklist, like this is where we're going. These are the things that need to be done and getting done. Do them. I think that I like that. I have like a place to go. I know that I can do it. It pushes me to do the things, but I know the things that I need to do. Okay, I'm going to do it. That's Which is super funny, because you hate being told what to do.
That's false.
And you do whatever you want anyways.
That's false. It just depends on the situation.
Me coaching you.
That's not false. That's false. Sometimes I like you coaching me. Sometimes I don't. It depends on the tone of your voice.
It's always sarcastic.
Yeah, and it's not annoying. And that is annoying. It's annoying to me so much when you're very sarcastic when I'm trying to do something and I'm dying. I just tell you to not talk to me right now. We're in a fight right now.
Do not say those words to me.
Don't say those words. That's actually what I say. That's exactly what I say. Don't say those words to me right now. So it depends on the situation. But yeah. What do you like? I
like a commanding leadership.
That's probably why you like me to be in a relationship with you, because I just tell you what to do.
Yeah, it's so easy. It's so easy.
See, this works so perfect.
But the problem is you don't think you are that. So you try to be democratic. And then we have a discussion about what's for dinner.
That's only food. That's only food.
And
actually,
I'm going to give you an
this
insight.
morning, showering.
I'm going to give you an insight into our life. Made up scenario. Oh, hey, Randy, what do you want for dinner? Do you want chicken or do you want fish? Oh, maybe fish. Well, I want chicken.
That sounds gross.
Yeah, so I want chicken. So what did you ask me for?
That's not normally how the situation goes.
All you got to do is say, hey, we're having chicken for dinner. Fantastic.
I get that, but that's not normally the thing. It's mainly is that I don't know what I want to have, and I'm wanting to have your suggestions on there. And then when you say the things, I'm like, nope, that doesn't sound good. Nope, that doesn't sound good. So I'm needing the stuffs to give my brain to work and see what fills with my stomach with what you say in my head. Like,
fish is gross.
That sounds good. Doesn't sound good at all. Actually, I don't really know what I want. But I need the lots of suggestions for me to figure out, and then I'd be like, hey, this is what I want to have. It's not usually a here or either this or that. It's not that. It's just like, what do you want to have? What do you want to have for dinner tonight?
Chicken.
I don't know.
Oh, that's gross.
No, Randy always says, I don't know. He doesn't know.
It's always whatever you want. I
Yeah,
will eat hot
that's not
garbage
helpful.
if that's what you want.
And that's not helpful.
It'd be so cool to live in a world
Remember,
where
I want a
whatever.
checklist. Give me all the checklists. Remember, this is how our feedback from me. I'm a checklist. You're I just need to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see, if I'm asking you a question, give me some options.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want. If I asked you a question, or if you ask me a question, you want me to just tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Man,
look at we just learned that right now.
We just
look, we just figured this out.
I think
Thanks,
we just
guys. Thanks, talking reps, people that are watching us.
We just had a breakthrough in our relationship.
Heck yeah. See? Look at that.
That was amazing.
Yeah, we just had to talk it out.
What do you want for lunch?
I would like
chicken or fish.
Mm.
I'm just teasing. We're not going to do that right now, live on the air. That'll take for another hour.
Yeah, and that's not very fun.
But yeah, we thought we'd talk about leadership. I would
Some
like
other things that we got back from there.
What
were
else?
you gonna say?
What else?
So we had like one of our hot seat, one of our things that we are taking back or going to be working on is our future with just in life and what we need to do to set ourselves up for like retirement. And hopefully that we can retire in order and what we need to be doing now to set ourselves up for our future, for retirement, for whatever could come into our life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the things that they are our Best Hour Affiliate U coaches are setting up for us. They are doing getting an advanced budget course. Randy's actually going to be going in, a couple months into a 2-day course for this exact thing. So it's really cool that it's something that we have been asking them of how they can help us, is helping us for retirement and for our future and what we need to be doing now and what numbers we need to be focusing on and how we can set ourselves up for success.
For sex.
For success. Nope, we don't have that conversation with our business coaches.
We did. That's actually how it started.
That is how it started. Oh, gosh. Anyways, we don't need to go there. That's another podcast.
That's Talking Reps After Dark.
After dark, underground. But anyways, it's something that we had brought up to them, last year?
Yeah, May of last year.
Yeah, May of last year of things that how they could help us. And it's something that they took back and have been working on a lot so that they can help us with this part.
And by us, not just
us, but other affiliate owners that are part of their business mentorship.
Yep.
But it's super cool that they listen to our feedback and doing things so that they can help us for our future.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a really, really, really cool part there. And then we always just have such an amazing time being around like-minded people that are always striving to be better. It's a really, really, really cool thing to be for a whole weekend around hundreds affiliate owners that are doing the same thing that we're doing, have had the same struggles as us, and that we're working to be better every single day and that are wanting to help you through that, which is a really, really, really cool thing that we see, Randy and I, as one of the hugest benefits of having this business coaching is that we have met such an incredible group of people that just want to help and help us to be better and want us to be better. So it's a super, super cool thing that we get to be around all the time. All the time. It's super cool.
It's very easy to fall in the self-defeating trap of, well, my business isn't successful. Well, I can't do this. Well, I hate this, or people's perception of CrossFit is this. And so it's hard for me to stay which I get. It sucks being in that like negative vacuum of letting the world in. But at some point you have to take responsibility for your own actions, and us hiring these business coaches was us taking responsibility for our own actions, and helping and doing what we can to help ourselves to create a positive community, to create a positive business environment, to create, to create opportunities for us to continue to learn and develop as coaches, as business owners and leaders. We wanted to take that positive step forward. And it, like she said, it's so awesome to be surrounded. It is so helpful to be surrounded by like-minded business owners, affiliate owners, coaches, and really mentors. I mean, a lot of our friends are our mentors, not just friends. Shout out to everybody in the van.
Yes,
literally our mentors. And then all the affiliate owners that we talk to and see on a regular basis, they are also our mentors. I mean, I can name off dozens of people, and just the influence that they've had on us since becoming members and clients of Best Hour of their day. So that your impact is huge.
Yeah. And it doesn't affect us as owners, but it trickles down to our members as well, which is a super cool thing to see, that all the hard work, because we're willing to do the hard work, right? Sometimes you don't even know what you need to do, but knowing what we need to do and how to do it, and being willing to do the hard work to make sure that we're here, that we have a place for people, and that we're going to be here for a long, long time.
Forever.
And we're willing to do the work so that we will be here.
Mic drop. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. We're going to end it on that. Fine. Dude, 3 high fives in one episode.
Man, where's all the high fives?
You killed it.
All the high fives.
I'm going to watch this back so I can get what you said and put it on a t-shirt.
Oh, dang. I don't even know what I said. One thing that we're going to do today, that we're going to start doing every other Thursday, is dropping into another gym and around our area, and just talk with them, how they got started, and
why they do
what they do, and work out with them, do a workout and do that. So every other Thursday, that's Randy and I's day that we don't actually coach. So we've been wanting to do this and to go meet some other affiliate owners. Why do they started doing this? Why do they do what they do? And be part of their community for a class. And so today is going to be our first day. We're going up to Dashes.
FOE CrossFit, Finish on Empty, up in Longview.
Yep. And so we're going to go up there right after this and drop in, and we're going to do a little video we'll put up onto our social media and also YouTube, I think. And it will be really fun. So we're really excited to start doing those drop-ins and just getting to know a little people.
What should we call it? We can't call it dropping in, because that's what, I mean, Best Hour doesn't do dropping in anymore. But we can steal
it from them because they don't do it anymore.
Maybe we should steal
We are, because we're just picking up after they left. They were just show us the roadmap, and now we're going to go and take it.
Dang.
Yeah.
That was evil. All right,
it
everybody.
was awesome. All right. Have a good Thursday, and we will see you later.
Peace out, homies.